Hello Amazon, this is D's Aquariums here, and today we're doing a little bit of a different show today. Today I'm going to talk about more of what I'd use for my pet dog Shorty, which I have here. Come on boy. Here's Shorty right here. Say hello boy. Little Yorkie right here. He's a really cool dog. I love this dog so much. 6 years old. He barks a lot, but I love this little fellow right here. And I have a lot of products that I like to use for him to make my life and his life better and easier to take care of him, which I'm going to show you today. Let me go ahead and put him down. All right. And today we're also giving away a free $5 Amazon card. So please make sure that you follow us, send a screenshot to Computer Pal at Amazon Live, right? Oh, live at computerpal.live, right? For your chance to win $5 gift card. So I'm going to take you into the first product like we're going to see here. The first product that I like. Where's my orange? Did you bring my orange? Yeah. Is this orange, this angry orange odor. Now, my dog, I love him a lot, but sometimes he does have accidents around the house. And when keeping any animal like a dog or a cat or anything like that, they will pee or have accidents around the house that you don't want your house smelling like pee. So this right here is very great product. I highly recommend this product because it smells really good if you like oranges or citrus, and it helps keep my dog from going to that same spot to pee. I really love this. It doesn't smell like cleaner. It literally smells like orange. Now, I will warn you, when it says smells like heaven and works like heck, it does. It's a powerful, really powerful smell, but it smells good. So you want to use a little bit of this stuff, and I'm going to show you how it looks here. As you see, I have the orange, really good bottle, 8 flow ounce, really good, smells good, easy to use, got a safety cap on it so no kids get into it. And I would recommend you get this. Get it to help clean any couches, your floor, any spots, to help your house smell really good. My next product I would love to talk about that I have for my dog Shorty is this harness, the EcoBark harness. Now, I've been using EcoBark since 2015, since we got my dog Shorty. He's a 6-pound Yorkie, and if you hear him walking around, you think that he's about 100 pounds. He barks a lot at everything. But this harness is a very great harness. They have different colors too. We've had a red and blue. We've never had a pink one. But we got the green one right now. Why does it come out gray? Let me show you on the overhead. So on the overhead, I have this green harness here, EcoBark. Really great Velcro straps and an extra belt loop to keep your dog strapped in safely. I really like these because it helps me secure my dog when he's walking. And if you have a bigger dog, this is also good to have because if your dog pulls, we just babysit it, well, pet sit it. My brother's dog, he has a pit bull boxer mix who's around 35 pounds, and she really likes to pull a lot. So I suggested that he got a harness. He picked up this harness, and it was so great walking her because it helped protect her from lunging so much, and it was easier to control her, which I really like. This stuff is durable. You can throw it in the washer and dryer, and it'll be just fine. I really love EcoBark. Been using them, and the price is a steal. I would suggest measure your dog in weight and see what fits and what doesn't. So good product for your dog. Let me see what is going on. Also, I love this dog seat. Now, my dog Shorty, he likes to ride in the car, but sometimes he does get a little antsy. We used to not have a car seat for the dog, and he would get in your lap while you're driving, which is not good and safe for yourself or your dog. So I picked up this dog seat, as you see here, and they have different colors, you know, red, gray, dark gray, black. I have the blue one, which I'm going to show you in the overhead here. Whew. It's a pretty big bed. Let me show you the overhead. Now this is a pretty big bed, if you can see. Pretty big bed for my 6-pound dog. I'm going to show you in the main. Pretty big bed here. And what I like about this bed is that it's super fluffy. Very fluffy for the dog to stay in. And what I like about it also has little straps to put around the car seat. Actually, if you can see here, this goes behind the seat and kind of keeps the bed car seat secure in your car. That way it doesn't move. And I really like this because my dog was crawling all over the cabin of the car, and I just wanted to keep him safe and also drive safe for myself and others, than not have my dog crawling away. They have different sizes and different colors. I really like this, but he actually uses this as his bed too. He has 3 beds around the house. Don't ask. He has one in the front, one in like 2 bedrooms that he likes to sleep in, and this is one of the beds that he likes to sleep in. Hello, Mr. Rizzo. How you doing? Hello, Sky. Yes, it is a very soft bed. I love it a lot. Actually, when I lay on the ground to play with him, I rest my head on it because it's really soft. It's softer than my bed, and I'm kind of jealous about it. But I really like this. And the harness, like you said, is very good to keep from choking your dog. Like I said, I'll show you the other harness I was talking about that my brother actually got for his pit bull boxer right here. He got the red one, the Eco Bark. Love it. He was just walking his dog with just the collar and with the leash, and you could kind of hear her kind of breathing hard when she would pull forward. And I suggested that he get a harness for her. And I really like the harness because you do not choke your dog. And like I said, they got different sizes, you know, that you can go on, different colors and styles. I personally like the camo. I love the green. Green's my favorite color, but it was a great buy just to keep your dog from choking and pulling so hard. And it makes walking so much easier and safer for both sides, you and your dog. Another thing I want to talk about, obviously, if you're going to walk your dog, you're going to need a leash. You're going to need a leash. And what I'm going to show you here, I have the red leash. I know it's hard to see on my red shirt. Let me go to the overhead for you. So I have the red leash here. It's very good leash, very standard. You got the little buckle here to leash up, and it's very thick, which is what I like about these leashes. Very thick. They're not that expensive. Really cheap, in my opinion. I would get them. Hey, hello, RJ. How you doing today? Don't forget, while you're here, please send us a follow. Follow us. We're giving away a $5 Amazon gift card today, live at computerpal.live. Send your screenshot of you following us to enter your chance to win. Now, this leash, I really like it. You can go from different sizes. I just got a standard 6-foot leash because I have a little dog. Now, some dogs might not be well leash trained, so you might have to get a shorter leash to make sure they don't try to get nobody. But I keep a 6-foot leash. I like it. Comes in different colors. My brother also bought this leash as well because I recommend that he get a thicker leash for a bigger dog, since he had a really thin, like spaghetti type leash, which I didn't think was really good to walk such a big, powerful dog, because she would pull and you could kind of feel her. But with this leash, it kind of dilutes all her power combined with the harness, and it makes a great time for her walking. It was really easy walking her with this. Another thing I like that I got for my dog are these little packs of dog vests that I like. So when we get my dog, oh, you getting that next purple? Yeah, you should get it. It was a good. It's a good leash. Now I like these shirts here. I'm gonna show you. I have 3 of them. Boop, boop. Well, I lost the other one. But I'm gonna show you this one. These dogs, these vests for your dog. These are basically, I use this for a shirt because I have a Yorkie Terrier, 6 pounds. You know, if you cut off his fur, get a little haircut, he about 5 pounds to be honest, soaking wet without his hair. And we use these shirts to keep him warmer at night, and they're really stylish. I mean, you got greens, you got your blues, your reds, and they have other packs too, you know, if you want to go like gray or other thing. But I really liked these colors, and they have different sizes. They're out of some, but I get a small since my dog is so small, and I love it because it keeps your dog warm, makes him look stylish. Heck, you can even put it under the harness and walk him in the winter. Very effective. And I like these products. Not really expensive, and you can machine wash these and dry them just fine. I suggest you get these if you got a dog or a cat. Another product that I really suggest that you guys get for your dog or cat is some pet cologne. Now I have it here. This pet cologne, I'm gonna show you in the overhead. This pet cologne right here is very good, smells really great. It's 4 ounces, really good, easy mist type spray. So it's a mister that you can mist on your dog or cat. Now I got the baby powder one because I like the smell of baby powder. To me, baby powder just represents or smells like cleanliness in my opinion, but they have other ones like lilac, orange sherbet, sugar cookie. I like sugar cookies too. That's probably why I stayed away from it. I need to lay off the sugar cookies. I don't know what in the world smell is patchouli. What breed is your dog? I have a shepherd mix. He is 73 pounds. Yes, Mr. Long or Mrs. Long. I have a Yorkie Terrier teacup. He's the teacup version. So he's only 6 pounds with all his fur. When he gets a haircut, he's 5. So I say around 5 or 6, he stays really, really small. If I could get him. Hey, can I help go get the dog real quick? I'll show you my dog again. That way y'all can see him. He's a really small dog, but he has a lot of great personality. We even have some stairs by the window that he likes to look out of every day. So he'll sit in a little chair with his stairs and just stare out the window, and he'll bark at everything. And he's a really ball of energy. We had him for 6 years. He's a great little dog. He can't protect you. My little dog can't protect you, but he can notify you if something comes through. At random times of the night, he barks at like bunnies and lizards. I don't know, at like 3 o'clock at night, he'll wake you up, but he'll let you know if something's not right. I think they got my dog here now. Switch to the main view. Go to my main view here. So here's my dog, Shorty. Shorty, you see it? My little Yorkie Terrier. He looks like a little fluff ball right here. Really good dog. And usually Yorkies get like a grayish color, but my dog stayed mostly black, which I kind of like about him. And as you could hear that he's got this little bell on him too. If y'all guys can hear that, he's got like a little bell around him because he has some seizures, and so that just lets us hear him if he has some seizures or not. But for the most part, he's a really great dog. Barks a little too much, but other than that, I really love this dog. I mean, he's a really great bundle lap dog. Sit there. Oh, he want belly rub. He like those belly. You see that? You like them belly rubs, don't you? He likes those belly rubs. All right, boy, I'm going to let you down. Here you go, boy. But that's my dog, Shorty. Made a little cameo on Amazon Live. Isn't that something, right? Like I was saying, oh, thank you. Yeah, he's a little cute dog. When we walk him around the neighborhood, everybody always asks, where did you get this dog from? And, I just tell them, you can search online, and a lot of people wanted to actually play with the dog that we never knew. Asked, can they borrow him? And we told him no. But he gets all those comments, cute dog. We need to set him up, maybe get him on a food package or something. But let's get back to it. This pet cologne, I really like it. After I bathe my dog, I give him 1 or 2 squirts of this pet cologne, and the smell of I got the baby powder. It smells really great, and it will stay around for about 3 to 4 days, to be honest. Even if he gets wet from the rain, you'll still smell it. So it's a pretty strong cologne. So I suggest, depending on how big your dog is, 1 to 2 sprays at most, unless you want to spray him 3 times if he's a really big dog. Here you go. Hey, little boy, you back? All right. I want to jump back. I want to go into some fish stuff now. Well, not fish stuff. I don't have this stuff in my cart, but it is by the same people, Baudet Dog. It is some washer and conditioner right here. So I have the citrus shampoo. It's by the same company. I'm going to show you in the overhead. This shampoo, citrus shampoo by Baudet Dog. Been using them for about 3 years now with their shampoo, and it's a really great shampoo. I like it a lot. Makes them smell really great, and it's really good for the coat, depending on what type of coat your dog has. But I really love this product here. They have a lot of great reviews on Amazon. I love the citrus, really smooth and sleek. Kind of runs out, as you can see the bottle kind of runs out. It's not really thick, kind of light shampoo, and it suds up very great. I'm gonna have to add this to my carousel. I forgot, so I apologize for that, but I will add it to my carousel. Another one that I have that you can get off of Amazon as well is the Baudet Dog Moisturizing Conditioner. Now, I also like this. Now, the conditioner, as you see, it's going to be a little bit more thick. If you can see that, it kind of it's a little bit more thick, and you let it sit on your dog for about 5 minutes. Makes his coat nice and shiny, nice and soft as well, and it smells great. You can't have shampoo and not get the conditioner. You need both of them. Make your dog smell very great, or your cat. Works for your cat too, and make them smell great. Nobody wants no funky pets running around in the house. Wash your dogs and your cats. Now, since my name's D's Aquariums, I want to talk about some fish stuff. This thermometer, which I'm going to show you over here, the JW, if you have fish tanks, you'll need a thermometer, especially if you got heaters or anything like that in your aquarium. This will help you just accurately tell the temperature in your fish tanks. Because I've had some fish tanks where I bought some heaters and the heaters exploded. So I had tropical fish that needed to stay in a warmer range around like 74 to 78 degrees, and the water was 65 degrees. And I was wondering why the fish was moving so slow, and I looked at the thermometer. It was so cold. It was that green line that you see on the thermometer, that's the safe zone basically for tropical fish. It keeps it in that tropical range. My heater exploded and it dropped below the 20, so it was in the white area, which is bad for tropical fish. And I really like this because it is a magnet type thermometer. No suction cups here, because I really don't do good with suction cups for some reason. Every suction cup thermometer that I get doesn't work really well, so I love the magnet. Move it anywhere you want to in the tank. Really easy to install, and I have them on all my fish tanks. I really like JW magnets. Hello, Tracy, and hello, Evans. How are you guys doing today? Another thing that I like to have in my fish tanks, obviously, is a filter. Now, I have 2 of these filters running on 2 10-gallon tanks. I have one that's a tropical style tank and one that's a cold water tank, which is just room temperature. because the house stays around like 72, so the water's around 69, 70 degrees, so it's pretty good. What I like about this particular filter is that it stays quiet. I have my fish tanks in my room, so having the filters quiet, especially to get a good night's sleep, is a plus for me, because I don't want to be woken up by any weird noises coming from the filter or hearing water splash here and there from a filter. And what I like about this filter, as you can see over there, it has a red LED light that lets you know when you need to change your filter cartridge. I just had to change the filter cartridge actually this week. It got super dirty, and I was slacking a little bit on my changing the cartridge in and out, and the red light came on, and I was like, oh, I might as well change it. It helps you when you really got life going on. It's really convenient, and it's not that expensive. You know, you could put it on a 10. I wouldn't really put it on a 20. They says put it on a 20, but I would use a better, more powerful filter. I use it for the nano, like 10 gallons and down, because it works very great. And it has a little ammonia pad in the beginning, as you can see over there. Has they got any more pictures? They have this ammonia pad that goes in the front where the water comes out that you can also get. But I just like to keep the just keep this to a 10-gallon tank, because it works very great, keeps your water clean, and that's what you need, clear water to see your fish. Another product that I like to also use, I keep planted fish tanks, which just means I got live plants in there, and I love live plants in there. You can keep any type of plants in there, even fake plants, but I really like live plants because they benefit the water and help keep bacteria, healthy bacteria, and help oxygenate the water for your fish inhabitants, or shrimp, snails, whatever you like to keep. It helps keep your tank illuminated, but it also grows plants. Now, I have this on 3 fish tanks in my brother's room. He has fish tanks as well, and he has 3 of these fish tanks, and they work great. I'm going to have to get some pictures for you guys next stream so you can see how green some of his plants grow. Now, with this plant, it is at the top, it is like aluminum, and then under the bottom where the lights are is kind of plastic. But what I like about this light is that it clips on the back of your fish tank. So when you're doing maintenance or fish water changes or whatever, you can always see in the tank instead of moving the light off and you can't see because it's so dark. This clips on the back. You can see in it, and that button on the back is actually touch. You can just touch it and it comes on, touch it and it goes off. No buttons to really click or push. Just touch it and it's really great. Now this will grow like some low light plants like Java ferns, Anubiases, some crypts, cryptocorns. Those are really easy plants to grow. And even floater plants like red root floaters and Salvinia minimum. This plant will really grow, and it's not expensive like some of those lights. I've seen some lights up here that can cost up to like $100, $200 for a fish tank light. And that's for like very high light. This is like low to medium light, not super bright. It's not overly bright where you're like, whoa, that's bright. It's more like, oh, that's easy on the eyes, which is what I like in my aquariums. And it has white LEDs and blue LEDs, so your plants can get different wavelengths of light in it. I really like this product. Another product that I've been using since I started the hobby about 2014, 2015 is these beta pellets. I currently have 2 betas in 6 of my tanks. Yeah, I have 2. They have 2 of them. And I keep a male beta separately and a female beta separately. And I love feeding them this meat pellets. I wish they had a better picture. Really, I guess that's better. But anyway, this has like krill and things in it, really nice meaty micro pellet food. And what I like about pellet foods is that they sit and float at the top, so it's no really food sinking down, and I only feed them enough that they can eat in about a minute or 2. That way no excess stuff. It's really easy to put in, just pull it out, drop it, it floats on the top, no sinking down. I like it a lot since betas have this upturned mouth. It's really easy for them to eat instead of like flake food. I use flake food for other types of fish, but for betas or fish with upturned mouths, I like the pellets because it's easier for them to eat off the surface of the water. Now for my other fish, I use flakes, and I love these flakes. You can get different sizes, but I use this. I was in a competition last year for a biotope aquascape, which is a biotope is basically you just set up a fish tank that mimics a fish's natural habitat. And I used white cloud mountain minnows, which is a really easy fish. I have some pictures on the next stream about my other tank and show you a video about it. And it got 73rd out of 110. It was my first ever biotope competition, and I really enjoyed it. These flakes helped color up my fish because they're kind of grayish with some red fins, and it made their red fins pop really well, and they loved how the fish were swimming around in there. And I love this fish, and I still use it to this day. I crush it up to really nice fine kind of flakes and spread it across the water instead of just big flakes like that, because I actually had some fish choke and die like that because I didn't crush it up. I was just getting into the hobby, so I always crush up my pellets and my fish flakes and make sure I make it small enough for my fish to eat. It's a very great product. I would get it. Not too expensive. They got different sizes, so if you got multiple fish tanks, I have a lot of fish tanks, so I get the big one that saves me some money on my time. And guys, don't forget, we're giving away a $5 gift card. Send a screenshot of you following us at live@amazon.live for your chance to win a $5 Amazon gift card. Show us some support. Show us that you follow us, and keep rocking with us. Another thing, since I keep playing at fish tanks, I add some nutrients to the water. This Sea Chem Florist I've been using since 2019 on a couple of my tanks, and I really like it because this cap has a dosing cap, goes by milliliter, so you have to follow the back of the bottle for instruction. And here's a list of like all of the good stuff that's in it for your plants to grow. And we can watch the video here if it pulls up. So this is aquascaping, is what I'm talking about, so that you kind of get a gist of what I'm talking about. Aquascaping is nothing more than just planting underwater and making living art. It's really cool once you get the hang of it and just do stuff you like. And you know, plants need nutrients just like they would outside, and you got to give them great nutrients to grow really great. And that's that Aqua Soil I was telling you guys about, that fluvial stratum. I believe it is. They got a lot of plants in there. That's actually, when you set up your fish tank with plants, planting heavily like this at the start will help you keep away from algae in the beginning. This is pretty much aquascape, and it'll grow and mature to a big, healthy fish tank. Let me get this off the screen. And that will help grow your plants right there. It will grow. You put it in the water. I do it once a week, since all my aquariums are low tech, which just means they don't run without a lot of technology. So it's really low and easy that anybody could really do it. And it grows your plants very great, and it's great for shrimp too. It won't kill your shrimp, won't kill your snails. It's healthy for all aquatic life. I would use it to help get that more boisterous growth out of your aquarium plants. Since I'm talking about fertilizers, that was a water column fertilizer, which just means you put it in the water. This actually attacks at the roots. You put this down there, you bury it in the substrate, and now your plants have access to these great nutrients. I've been using this. My brother uses them on his aquarium. Now, some of his aquariums, he doesn't use fluvial stratum. He uses just plain old sand, not fine sand, kind of like a coarser type sand. And he puts his plants in there and then just uses some root tabs around the roots, and they've been growing very great. And this is what I like about these plants, because these what are they? I forgot what I was talking about. I'm talking about this. What's the name of it? It is a tab. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. I'm so sorry. You put the tabs at the roots. And what I like about them is that the tablets are not super soft like some of the ones. I used the ones from API, the root tabs, and they kind of melted in the water when I first put them in the water, and they kind of broke apart, kind of messing up all the water, making it cloudy. These are really kind of solid. Put them down in there, and they're really slow release tablets, which I really like about them. And it can last you a long time depending on the size of your fish tank. You put them in there about every 3 months by the roots, and it'll grow your plants. So you can put it in gravel, sand, even aqua soil. You can put it in there with the aqua soil to give them some good nutrients, like certain plants like jungle val or Amazon source, that's really root heavy feeders from the roots. This is what I would recommend that you put in there for your plants. Can you overfeed fish? Yes. Yes, you can. And I tell you guys a story, Miss Scott, since you brought it up. My grandma, we set her up a 10-gallon beta aquarium now, and she kept this nice blue beta named, she called him Bo. And I told my grandma, she got the beta pellets too, just like we suggest. I was like, all right, grandma, you can overfeed your fish. Please just feed them once or twice daily. You don't overfeed them. Don't put a lot of pellets in there. I give my fish about 2 to 3 pellets at a time to eat. And my grandma fed the fish about 10 pellets twice a time. So that's 20 pellets. And we came home and found poor Bo passed away from overeating. So it was pretty tough to see Bo die like that. And I was going around the tank and I seen all this pellets. I was like, Grandma, how much food did you dump in here, Grandma? And she was like, every time I walk by, I feed Bo. I was like, oh man, you can overfeed your fish. And overfeeding can also cause your fish to die, but not only that, make your water very dirty as well. So just feed your fish what they can eat in about a minute to 2 minutes, and that will help keep your water cleaner on the long run. Another product that I love and that I've showed on this stream before is the Freshwater Master Test Kit. Now, I suggest this if you don't feel like running to the store like PetSmart, Petco, or your local fish mom and pop store to go get your fish tank water treated. I know like PetSmart, Petco, and all of them, they do free water testing, but nobody wants to drive all the time to go get some water tested. So this is very great. They have a manual in there that lets you follow the instructions on how many drops of each that you put in there. And it's very easy to follow. You get 5 milliliters of water and you just follow the instructions, and you can test your pH, your nitrate, ammonia, and nitrites. It's very easy. I keep logs of all my fish tanks, and I track this stuff. That way, if I can see if anything shifts in the water chemistry, I can identify, hey, it's too much ammonia in the thing. I need to do a water change. So it's really good. If you're going to keep fish, get a water test kit. It does 800. If you only have one tank, this will keep you for a long, long time. And it's very great. You need a water test kit if you're going to keep fish. Keep your fish healthy and know what's going on if something goes wrong with your fish. Very healthy. And obviously, if you're going to keep fish, you need some type of water conditioner. Now, I use tap water. So I just get it straight out the tap, and I use this conditioner, which is the heavily concentrated, so you're using less of it to treat more water, and it saves you. I'm on the same bottle with 6 fish tanks. I'm on the same bottles since 2019. That's how much and great this product is. I've been using the same bottle since 2019. Even though I'm about to run out now, I'm like near this bottom part where these little blue fish are. But I've had it since 2019 for 6 fish tanks. I got a 20-gallon long. I have 2 10-gallons. No, actually three 10-gallons. And I have a 6-gallon and a 5-gallon. And it's still been doing great all that time. It saves you money, highly concentrated. Now you can use other ones. I love API since it's super concentrated. Saves you money. You can get different size bottles here. You know, I got the 16 flow ounce because that's all I really need. It's a pretty beefy bottle, but I use it for so much. And you can get like a 64 ounce bottle that's more like a jug. If you saw that, it's a jug. Good day. That's like for those really big fish tanks. But most people are going to get like a 4 flow ounce to 16. Change your water. You follow the instructions for dosing for the tap water because chlorine is very toxic to your fish. So this gets all the heavy metals and chlorine out of your water instantly. You can change it. Once it hits, it takes all that stuff out instantly. But I still like to let the water sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just to let the temperature kind of get close to or close as possible to the water that's in my fish tank, just so my fish live. Some people use reverse osmosis water, or if you live by a well, you wouldn't need this. But most people live in the city, so they got tap water. So get yourself some tap water conditioner. Get that chlorine out of your fish tanks. Another product that I really love, another filter. Now, if you don't want to spend, this is a little cheaper filter, but it works just as great. This is the Magoon Filter 60. I have 2 of these on my fish tanks now. And what I like about this is that, one, it's way smaller than the LED 10. Way smaller. And we'll show you here. It has 2 sponges. It's a hang on the back filter, so it hangs on the back of your fish tank. And it has the no filter cartridges but sponges, which I like sponges more because you can take it in your aquarium water that you already changed, squeeze it out in the same water because this sponge harbors beneficial bacteria. All fish in the wild, your fish tanks, you're going to have beneficial bacteria, which helps convert toxic chemicals into less toxic stuff and keep your fish healthy. So you see all those pores, that's where the bacteria would live at, and it's very healthy for your fish. You never want to rinse this under tap water because you kill off the bacteria that's in there. And what I like about it, you just squeeze it out in some tap water, in the water that you change, and you can replace these every like 6 months. So it saves you money in the long run. And here's a video of the guy putting it together. Really simple. I'm going to fast forward here so you can see it. So it's really simple, not much to it. You get 2 sponges, a yellow sponge, a black sponge. The yellow sponge helps keep coarser materials out of your water, and the black sponge helps filter out finer particles out of the water. It helps keep your water super clean, crystal clear, and it's not that expensive. I would get it for up to a 10-gallon fish tank, and that's a pre-filter sponge that goes on the beginning where your water gets sucked up so no fish gets sucked up in there. It's a really good, small, powerful filter. Thank you, Joe Tuck, for the follow. Make sure that you send a screenshot of you following us to live at computerpal.live for your chance to win a $5 Amazon gift card. It's up for grabs. Anybody can win if you follow in Computer Pal. Another thing, I love Planet Fish Tanks. As you saw in the video previously, you saw the guy setting up a fish tank. He was using Fluval Stratum, which I tell you, it is a very great alternative to some of these more expensive aqua soils for your aquarium. I've been using this since last year. It's very great. I love this aqua soil because, one, it comes in a dark color, more like a blackish brownish color, and it looks really natural. In my opinion, it really looks really natural. and it grows your plants like crazy. I put this in and I use a little bit of sand, which I'm going to show you here. I use sand in my aquarium for decorating purposes because sand doesn't have any nutrients. If you want it to have nutrients, like I talked about earlier, put a root tab in there. But I use it for decorative purposes. But this, I put this at the back of my tank, put my plants in there, and it grows like crazy. You can get any type of plants in there, and they will grow your plants like crazy. They have different sizes. I've bought all three before, and I really love this. You can get an order. It'll come there quick depending on what type of membership you have with Amazon. And I really like this product. Look at that. 5,000 reviews. Let's look at some of the views because I'm going to show you some of these fish tanks that I'm talking about here. Like, this is a really nice tank, really green. Looks like he just planted and just started out. There were some other ones like right here. That's a nice planted tank. It's all over the place, grows your plants like crazy. It looks like he's got a NiKo light too, but it's really good, and it lowers the pH just a bit, so it's safe for shrimp and most tropical fish. I like this. It grows your plants great. If you want to have great success with a planted tank starting out and it's your first time, get fluval stratum. The only thing I will say about fluval stratum though is that when you use like a type of product like Aqua Soil like this is, you want to change your water quite frequently with no fish in there, no fish at all first, because it can cause an algae bloom if you don't change the water constantly for the first week or two. So like for the first week, I would change about 30% to 50% of water every day. Then the next week, every other day. And then after that, I won't run into any algae issues. A lot of beginners will get this type of product, put it in, and just set it up and let the fish sit. You will get a big algae bloom if you don't change the water. That's the only thing you have to do. Change the water in the beginning stages, and you won't get a lot of algae. But it is a great product if you want a really great natural-looking fish tank. And this was the sand I was talking about. Nothing special here. It's sand. They have this company, Supernaturals, has different colors. I kind of get the river sand because I like river themed tanks. It's kind of like in between tannish and I guess light brownish. It looks really natural, and it's not a really fine grained sand. It's more of a coarse sand. So if you wanted to plant inside of this like my brother did, you put a root tab there and plant your plant there, and it'll grow in it. So it's not too coarse where the roots can't grow throughout it. I just like to use it as a decoration theme for myself. And the products, since we're talking about planet fish tanks, the two main things, if the two main equipment pieces that you would need for a great planet tank is a light and substrate. Those are the two most important pieces that you have to buy for a great tank. You don't need a super powerful light, but you need a light that will at least grow some low light plants or medium light plants. And these lights, these NiKos, I have one NiKo Sky LED, and I have a whole bunch of the Classic, which I'll show you later. And what I like about this, it is very great, and it doesn't get very hot. I noticed that with other brands that I tried with aquarium lighting, you touch the light, like if you had it on for, let's say, 8 hours a day, you come back and it's super hot to the touch. That's a no-go for me. It's really cool, doesn't burn your hand if you touch it or hold it. It's really great, has a great cooling system in it. And what I like about it is the external brackets on there. As you see, this is a type of light that you pull out and place on top of your tank. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about these lights is that they don't hang on the back. I would prefer hang on the back because, as you're saying, you clean the fish tank, you can actually see what you're doing in there. But these are great budget lights. They grow a lot of plants. I'm going to show you some of these. I've seen some nice looking fish tanks in here. Like this one is a really nice one. He was showing the process of him setting up the fish tank, which I really like it. And it has a nighttime mode, which is what you see this weird blue-ish going on. He's got nighttime mode. And here's another planet tank I'm talking about here. Very nice green growth. It grows various plants from low to medium light plants, and you can get a nice looking aquarium. I really like it. Here's a more like a black water style aquarium where the water is kind of more brownish from the tint of humic presences in the water, like tea. Tea gives off that kind of tannic stuff. That's what you drink. It's the same thing in there. And here's a very great green tank. I'm talking about, it grows plants like crazy. That's why I like it. Very inexpensive. It's not that expensive, and they have different sizes depending on your tank. Just look at the box or wherever you bought your fish tank from. Look at the specifications. Make sure you get the right length. Very budget friendly light to start out your planet aquarium journey. Another aquarium that I really love is the NiKo Classic LED. Now I have a 12-inch and an 18-inch light. I don't have one that's like 30. That's really big, but I like the nano. I put them on my nano aquariums. And what I like about this light is that it has 4 colors to it. It has the white, red, green, and blue. Like I stated before, it gives you different wavelengths of the colors. Spectrums is what that's really called for your aquarium. And you have 2 lighting modes. You got night mode, which just goes to all blue, and it looks really cool if you're looking at it at the night. And you have white. The white one, as you see up here, that goes with all of the LEDs on. And what I like about it, you can actually dim the light. So you hit the you hit that M button a couple times and it will dim. As you see, it goes through all the dimming. And I like to dim my lights to around the 60% range, not fully bright. That way I can stay away from algae. And like I said before, it's easy on the eyes. You don't want it really bright like a flashlight, but you kind of want it bright enough where it can grow and not be so strenuous on your eyes. Because if it's bright for your eyes, it's bright for your fish's eyes as well. And it's really great. It doesn't get very hot. They did some updates because the old model used to get kind of hot, but the new model, which I have, does very great at dispersing the heat. Like I said, I keep my lights on for roughly around 8 to 9 hours a day, so things could get hot. Like I used to have other brands and they would get very hot, but these brands have been keeping my lights very cool. That way if I have to move them, I don't burn my hand. I really love these, and I'm gonna show you some of these plants that some of these people had grown up here. If I can find some. That was a nice one. He just planted that aquarium with some dwarf hair grass and stuff, just starting out. It's very great. Let me see if I can find another one. Like here's one right here. It's a very great, very great, growing all sorts of plants in there. And like I said, if you getting into the hobby, get these budget friendly lights. They're not that expensive. Just in case, let's say if you fail on your first tank, that's okay. You didn't spend too much on lighting and stuff. It's very easy for you to get in. I love them. They're very great. I suggest that you get a NiKo light, or another light which I'm about to show you here is the Asta. I love Asta. I have 3 of these. I have 3 Asta 20s. And it's the Asta 20 right there, the 4289 one. And what I like about this one, it kind of gives you a disco ball effect almost. And what I mean by that, the water shimmers. If you ever been to like the lake or stream on a very sunny, bright day, or even the ocean, depending on how clear it is, you can see kind of the water shimmer. It will make your water shimmer because of the dome light. They have like a 60-degree dome and then a 120-degree dome. And I like to use it on the 120 that already comes in here. And what I like about this, as you see, this is a 1 tank right here. You can dim it and it grows plants like crazy. And what I like about here is that little button right here. That's actually your dimmer. So you can change how bright you want your light or how low you want your light. I like to keep my light somewhere in the middle. Like I said, again, I don't like my fish tanks overly bright. I like them easy on the eyes, so I turn it halfway to get great results. Right here, this guy, he's got it full bright and it's growing plants like crazy. I suggest you get this one. It's very great. And another product I'm gonna show you here, and from another company. Obviously, this is H2 Pro, and what I like about these guys, it's nothing big about it. It's just the cover for your fish tank. So if you got fish that like to jump, like killies or some shrimp that might like to escape, or some snails or anything like that, you put this at the top. It's very great, and they have different sizes. I have bought this for my 20-gallon long, just to make sure nothing kind of escapes and keep evaporation down, because this is very great. Because if you don't have a top on it, I find that your water, depending on where you live at and how hot it is outside, your water will evaporate very quickly, which means more water changes. So I kind of like to keep the top up there just to keep the evaporation of my water down. That's basically it. You click this, you click their profile, you find different styles and different lengths for your aquarium top. If your local store doesn't have them, I suggest coming here. Very great. And what I like about it, if you buy like a top from anywhere else, it kind of has that black strip going across the middle as you across it. As with H2 Pro, it's all clear. That means more light is getting to your plants. That's what I like. That's what I really like about these tops. It already comes pretty much installed. Only thing you would have to install is that little black piece where you pull up the canopy at. That's the only thing you got to put on. With it's just a little Velcro, a little sticker that you put up there and hold for like 30 seconds, and that's the only installation you got to do. It already comes cut, already assembled together. Very easy to install to your aquarium. The last thing I wanted to talk about is these this Aquarium Scissors pack. I trim, since I use live plants, I use these scissors to trim like stem plants and other, like if I got some dying leaves, I will use these scissors to help cut. It's got a nice curved blade. Now I like the curved blades. I had some scissors in the past that were straight, and I kind of found it very hard to, it was very awkward to kind of trim my plants. As with this, it's already curved. I don't have to turn my wrist in a weird awkward position to cut the plants. It also comes with these two pincettes. You have a curved and a straight. Me personally, I like the curved ones better for planting my aquarium plants because it just feels a little more natural to me. Some people that I know, they prefer the straight ones over the curved. For me, it's just a thing of comfort. And this is a sand flattener here. So like I said, when you're decorating your tank or you got too much sand somewhere, you can use that to help flatten the sand and make everything of an even level. And what I like really about this, it's not expensive for one, and you can get it in black or silver. I wanted to get silver to kind of feel like a little surgeon or a little dentist in my fish tank. And it's stainless steel. This is a big plus. Stainless steel, it will not rust. I like this product, and it comes in a great bag. I still use the bag, help keep dust and stuff off of it. Some people I know, they like to hang their stuff up. I don't. I just keep everything simple, dry it off, put it in the bag, and it's very great. It's a nice kind of silky, velvety bag, and I really like this. So, hello, Hope. How you doing? Like I said before, enter at live at computerpal.live for your chance to win a $5 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is send a screenshot to that email address, live at computerpal.live. Show that you're following us to give us some support. This helps us and keeps us motivated to keep cranking out Amazon Live videos for you guys. And enter your chance to win for a $5 giveaway. We're also pretty soon coming up, we're going to be doing a lot more bigger giveaways in the future. So keep following us. And I hope that you guys have a great night tonight. And thanks for stopping by. It's been D's Aquariums. Don't forget, keep those